The Regent's Canal was built to link the Grand Junction Canal's Paddington arm, which opened in 1801, with the Thames at Limehouse. One of the directors of the canal company was the architect John Nash. Nash was friendly with the Prince Regent, later King George IV, who allowed the use of his name for the project. The Regent's Canal Act was passed in 1812, and the company was formed to build and operate it. Nash's assistant, James Morgan, was appointed as the canal's engineer. It was opened in 2 stages, from Paddington to Camden in 1816 and the rest in 1820. 2 serious setbacks and shortage of money were to blame for the delay. Firstly, an innovative design of lock, the hydropneumatic lock. Invented by William Congreve, was built at Hampstead Road Lock. Congreve was also famous for the invention of military rockets and horology. The lock, however, was a failure, and in 1819 it had to be rebuilt to a conventional design. And then, in 1815, Thomas Homer, once the canal's promoter, embezzled the funds, causing a financial problem. Building the canal cost £772,000, twice the original estimate, and the canal was short of water. So in 1835 it was necessary to dam the River Brent to create a reservoir to provide. Expanded in 1837 and again with further basins in 1854. The main source of cargo was the Regent's Canal dock, where seaborne cargo was unloaded onto canal boats. Timber, ice, stone, sand and gravel, iron, coal, fuel oils, grain, flour continued its journey inland on the canal. City Road Basin became a logistics hub, handling incoming and outgoing cargoes from around the world. England's canals were the arteries of the Industrial Revolution. Their cargo-laden barges, the lifeblood that fed the greatest manufacturing and commercial explosion England had ever seen. Bringing the raw materials from the West India docks via Limehouse to the factories of the North and the Midlands, they then carried the finished goods back to the Isle of Dogs and hence around the world. By the 1840s, the railways were taking traffic from the canals, and attempts were made, without success, to turn the canal into a railway at various times during the 19th century. The explosion at Macclesfield Bridge in 1874, when a gunpowder barge blew up, destroying the bridge and sending debris in all directions, did not help. In the late 1920s, talks took place between the Regent's Canal, the Grand Junction Canal and the Warwick Canals, resulting in 1929 in a merger. The Regent's Canal Company bought the canal assets of the other two, and the new enlarged undertaking was renamed as the Grand Union Canal Company. In the latter part of the Second World War, traffic increased on the canal system as an alternative to the hard-pressed railways. Stop gates were installed near King's Cross to limit flooding of the railway tunnel. In the event that the canal was breached by German bombs. Along with other transport systems, the canal was nationalised in 1948, coming under the Docks and Inland Waterways Executive as part of the British Transport Commission, which traded under the name British Waterways. The British Transport Commission was split in 1963, and the British Waterways Board, who still own and operate the canals, took over. They now also use the name British Waterways. The last horse-drawn commercial traffic was carried in 1956 following the introduction of motor tractors. By the late 1960s, commercial traffic had all but vanished. The canal has become a place to play, or find a home, or sit and dream of what once was.
How'd you do that?
Use your finger as a wedge.
Okay, right. Okay, tip. Sometimes I have to...
Still learning, aren't you?
Yeah, all the
getting
time.
on, still fucking learning every day, mate.
All the time.
Mr. Robot, what are you doing?
Hello.
Oh, these guys know. See how long you get the way it goes.
What's up, alright? Yeah, that's it, keep going.
You're alright.
Okay.
Yeah, very good, man.
Still they want to do, innit? To be acknowledged. Do you see us? Oh wow, look at that. Captain. She looks brilliant. Oh man. So cool. All the keys and she's obviously the one is. She's the matriarch ruler.
She just walked forward. I thought she just fucking sped up. I saw her walking forward.
That's the same boat, the community
Yeah,
now.
it's the same place, yeah. It's obviously hire it out as well then.